Hello class 6, good morning everybody. Now look at here, this is exercise 6.3, okay, and from this exercise question number 1 is add. Understood? Look at here, question number 1, 1.2 and 0.4. So we have to add these two numbers. Understood? This is a decimal additions, okay, because there is decimal point between two digits. So this is decimal additions, okay. This decimal additions are telling us to add, so we have to add it, right? Now look at here, 1.2 instead, and we have to put plus sign. Why I have put it plus? Because they are telling us to add. This is telling us to add this to decimal point, decimal number. Okay. So that's why I have put it plus sign here. So 1.2 plus 0.4. 0.4. If we add these two decimal number, what will be? So for that, we need to do here. Okay, 1.2 and 0.4. 0.4. Okay, 1.2, 0.4. So if we add 2 and 4, what will be? It will be 6. If we add 1 and 0, it will be 1 only. So after adding 1.2 and 0.4, we have got here 1.6. So additions of 1.2 and 0.4 decimal number is 1.6. Simple. You just need to put plus sign in place of and, okay, because we are going to add. Very easy. This is very easy decimal additions, okay. So this is number 1. Very simple. Understood? Now look at here, I am doing number 2. Number 2 is 6 and 1.9. I already told you in question number 1 we have to add plus sign in place of and, because we are adding this decimal number 6 in place of and plus and then 1.9. Now look at here, 6 is a digit and in front of 6 there is no any decimal point. That means we have to understand that this digit is in front of the decimal point. Understood? So that's why we have to write 6 and behind the 6 we can put decimal, okay. And 1.9, 9 is behind the decimal point and 1 is in front of this decimal point. So in front of 6 there is no any decimal point. That means you have to understand 6 is a front digit of decimal. So that's why we can put decimal point behind, okay. And after that we can put here 0 behind the decimal point. Understood? So now if we add this, what will be? If we add 0 and 9, it will be 9 only. And decimal point, okay, you have to put this decimal point in the same line, and if you add 6 and 1, it will be 7. So after adding 6 and 1.9, we have got here 7.9. Understood? Very easy. Okay, now look at here, question number 5. Question number 5. I am doing question number 5 also. Question number 5 is, this is question number 5. 1.275 5.689 12.602. 12.602. In question number 5, there is 3 decimal point decimal number here given. Okay, so in place of commas and we have to put plus sign in this case. Okay, look at here, 1.275 in place of commas and I'm going to put plus sign here. Understood? So after that 5.689 in place of and also we have to put plus sign, and then 12.602 here. Okay, there is 3 decimal number. Understood? Now, okay, first of all I am going to add this 2 only. Okay, and after adding this 2, whatever we get, we have to add 12.602 with it. Okay, now look at here. What is there? 1.275, 1.275, and this one 5.689. Behind the decimal point there is 3 digits, and in front of decimal point only 1 digit. So write this digit in front of the decimal point, and you have to put this decimal point in same line. Okay, and then 689 here. So 689. Add it. After adding this, what will we get now? Look at here. If we add 9 and 5, there will be 14. Right here 4, 1 carry. Okay, carry over 1 here. And if we add 8 and 7, it will be 15. 15 and this carry over 1, 16. Right here 6 again. You can carry 1. And if you add 6 and 2, there will be 8. And this carry 1, 9. And 0.5 and 1 if you add, it will be 6. So after adding these 2 number, we have got here 6.964. Okay, so that in place of these 2 number, okay, instead of these 2 number, we can put here, we can write here 6.964. 6.964. This one, and what left here? Plus 12.602 plus 12.602. Understood? Now we are going to add this 12.602 with 6.964. There is 6.964, and if you add 12 in front of the decimal point, there is 2 digits. So we have to write this 12 in front of the decimal point here. Okay, put your decimal point, and 12 we have to write in front of the decimal point, and behind the decimal point there is 3 digits. So 602 we have to write behind the decimal point, and then add. What will be 4 and 2, 6, 6 and 0, 6 only, 9 and 6, 15, 1 carry, 6 and 2, 8 and 1, 9, and this 1 and 1. So finally we have got here 19.566. So right here 19.566. This is the way to do this kind of decimal additions. Okay, if 3 decimal point given, that times you have to do this way, and if there is 2 decimal point as given in the questions, that time you have to do like number 1 and 2. Understood? Okay, this is the question number 1. There are 6 questions in question number 1. 1, 2 and 5 I have done here. Okay, rest of the questions you have to do yourself. 2, 3, 4 and 6 you have to do yourself. Okay, now look at here, question number 2 also I am doing here. Okay, question number 2 also add. Question number 2 also add, but there are little difference between question number 2 and 1. Okay, in question number 2 there is given rupees and paise. So there is rupees 761.50 and 220 paise given here. So you have to add these two. Okay. So look at here. There is rupees 761 and 50 paise, and here in this case there is only 220 paise given. So as you know that paise is smaller than rupees, isn't it? So first of all we have to convert this paise into rupees, and then we can add with 761 rupees 50 paise. So how we will convert to 220 paise in rupees? As you know that there will be 1 rupees in 100 paise, isn't it? So look at here, 1 rupees equal to 100 paise, right? So there is how many paise? 220 paise. So first of all we have to convert this 220 paise in rupees. Okay, like this. Rupees 761.50. Okay, in place of and we have to put plus sign because we are going to add. Okay, now look at here, 220 paise. Paise is smaller than rupees, that's why we have to divide 220 by 100 to convert 220 paise into rupees, right? So we can write like this. Rupees, now we can write rupees because we are going to divide this 220 paise by 100. Okay, so 220 divided by 100. After dividing 220 by 100 we will get the rupees. How many rupees? So this work I'm doing in rough. Okay, so 220 by 100. If we divide 220 by 100, what will be? So 2 times 100 is 200. We cannot divide 220 by 100 3 times. Why? Because 3 times 100 is 300. 300 is more than 220, right? So we cannot divide 3 times. So that's why I have divided by 2 times. So 2 times of 100 is 200. Now look at here. We need to subtract. If you subtract 0 from 0, there will be 0 only. If you subtract 0 from 2, there will be 2. If you subtract 2 from 2, there will be 0. 0 we can put cross. Okay. Now we have got here 20 as a remainder. Okay. Now after by putting decimal point, we can put 1 0 behind 20. Okay. After putting 1 0 behind 20, it will be 200. Now 2 times 100 is 200. So this way we have got 2.2 rupees as a percent. So now we can write this way, rupees 761.50 plus, now we can say 220 paise, that means it is 2.2. 2.2 or we can say 2.20. If there is any number behind the decimal point, we can put 1 0. Okay. So this way we will get rupees 220 paise. Okay. 2 rupees and 20 paise. That means we can say 220 paise. That means 2 rupees 20 paise. Now we can easily add it. Okay. So what we will do? We add this 2 rupees. We have converted this 220 paise in rupees now. Okay. Now we can. There is 761 rupees and there is 761.50 rupees and there is 2.20 rupees and we have converted. Isn't it? Now if we add, what will be 761.50 and 2.20. So 2.20. Okay. If we add, what will be 0, 5 into 7. If we add 2 and 1, it will be 3. That is 6 and that is 7. So after adding these 2 rupees, we will get here 763 rupees. Rupees 763 and 7 rupees. Whether we can say 763.70 rupees. This is the way to do this kind of addition. This is also add. Question number 2 also add. But first of all, we have to convert paise into rupees and then we have to add. Understood? Very simple. Try to understand. Okay. So this is question number 1. Now I am going to do question number 3 also. Okay. Question number 3 here. This is question number 3. Question number 3 is 4 kg, 250 gram, 2 kg, 90 gram, and 90 kg 3 gram. So first of all you have to put plus sign here. 4 kg 250 gram. In place of commas you have to put plus sign here, and 2 kg 90 gram. In place of and also we have to put plus, and then 19 kg 3 gram. Okay, now look at here. First of all I am going to add these two. Okay, one side kg and one side gram. So first of all write here kg and gram. How many kgs are there? 4 kg. So write here 4, and gram 250 grams. So inside gram you have to write 250. Okay, there is how many kg? 2 kg. So write here 2. Okay, and gram 90 gram. So there is 90 gram. So we can put 1 0 here. Okay, 90 gram. First of all we are going to add these two. If we add, what will be? So 0. If we add 0 and 0, there will be 0, isn't it? So now if we add 9 and 5, it will be 14. So 1 carry, there is 2 and 0. If you add, there will be 2 only, and that carry 1 if you add, it will be 3. And if you add 4 and 2, it will be 6. So this way we have got here 6 kg 340 gram, right? So after adding these two, we have got here 6 kg 340 grams. So right here 6 kg and 340 gram. Okay, now we need to add this one. So plus, right, 19 kg 3 gram as it is, 19 kg and 3 gram are there. Okay, so finally we are going to add this 19 kg 3 gram with 6 kg 340 gram. What will be? So 19 kg, so in this side right here 19 gram, how many? 3 gram. So 0 0 3. Okay, 3 gram. You cannot write 3 here, because if you write 3 here, suppose if you write 3 here, it will be 300 gram. Okay, so that's why you cannot write 3 here. You have to write 3 here, and you can put 2 0 in front of 3. Okay. Now, if you add this, what will be? If we add 3 and 0, it will be 3 only. If we add 4 and 0, there will be 4. If we add 3 and 0, there will be 3. If we add 9 and 6, there will be 15. So write 5 here, 1 carry, this one and that carry 1. So this way, finally we have got here 25 kg and 343 gram, because 343 in gram side and 25 is in kg side. So that means you can say this is 25 kg, 343. So now right here 25 kg, 25 kg and 343 gram. This is the way to do this type of problem, these types of additions. Understood? Very easy. Try to understand. Okay, now look at question number 3. Question number 3 is find the difference. Difference, that means we have to subtract. Okay, to find the difference, okay, we have to subtract smaller number from the greater one. Understood? Look at here. Number 3 is find the difference. Find the difference. Look at here, question number 1 is 14 minus 13.5. That means we have to subtract 13.5 from 14. Okay, what will be 14? In front of 14 there is no any decimal point. That means we should understand that this 14 is the number of in front of the decimal. Okay, so behind the decimal, behind the number we can put decimal and can put 1 0 because there is 5 behind the decimal point in second number, isn't it? So 13 point, there is 5 behind the decimal point, so write here 5. Find the difference. Difference means you have to subtract. Okay, now look at here. I have written 14 in front of the decimal point because 14 is the number behind the decimal point, because there is no any decimal point in front of the 14. That's why we should understand that that is the number behind the decimal point. So that's why I have put it I have written 14 here, and behind the number we can put decimal and put 1 here. Why I have put it 0 behind the decimal point? Because here 13.5 behind the decimal point, 1 digit there, no? So now look at here. Is it possible to subtract 5 from 0? It is not possible. So what we have to do? We have to take 1 from 4. If we take 1 from 4 this side, if we take 1 this side, 1 from 4, then what will be here? There will be 10, isn't it? So now we can easily subtract 5 from 10 because 5 is a smaller number than 10. So if we subtract 5 from 10, there will be 5 only. We have already taken 1 from 4, isn't it? So now what remains here? 3. 3 will remain here. Right? So now we have to subtract this 3 from 3. If we subtract 3 from 3, it will be 0. If we subtract 1 from 1, there will be 0. That means if we subtract 13.5 from 14, we will get 0.5. Very simple. Okay, this is number 1. Now look at your question number 3. Okay, I am doing question number 3 also. Question number 3 is 21.314 minus 8.567. 8.567. Now look at here. 8.567 is subtracting from 21.314. Look at here. Behind the decimal point, there is 3 digits, 5, 6, and 7, and in here also behind the decimal point there is 3 digits. Okay. So look at here. First of all, 21 right here, 21.314 and 8.567. 8.567. Is it possible to subtract 7 from 4? It is not possible because 4 is a smaller number than 7. And what we can do? We have to take 1 from here. If we take 1 from here, there will be 14. Now we can easily subtract 7 from 14. What we will get after subtracting 7 from 14? We will get 7. Okay, after taking 1 from here, what is here now? There is 0 now. So we cannot subtract 6 from 0, so that we have to take 1 from 3. Okay, after taking 1 from 3, there will be 10. 1 0 10. Now if you subtract 6 from 10, there will be 4. But one thing you must remember, we have already taken 1 from 3. So what left here? What remains here? 2. Isn't it? So now again, if we see, we cannot subtract 5 from 2 because 2 is smaller than 5. So that's why we have to take this 1 from here, this side. Okay. So if we take 1 from here, there will be 12. Now if we subtract 5 from 12, we will get 7. We have taken 1 from here, so what remains here? 0, because there is only 1 which we have already taken that side. So 0 remains here. So if we take 1 from 2, there will be 1 0 10. Now if we subtract 8 from 10, there will be 2. Put your decimal point, okay? Decimal point you have to put in the same line. There will be 2 now. Look at here. Now what remain here? We have taken 1 from 2, so 1 remain here. So write here 1. That means after subtracting 8.567 from 21.314, we have got here 12.747. So right here 12.747. Understood? This is number 3. This is also very easy. So there are many questions in number 3 also. Okay, question number 2, 4, 5 and 6 is same as question number 1 and 3. Okay, try it. Try to do it yourself. Okay, and any kind of problem if you face while practicing this problem or these questions, tell me. Okay, thank you.